Binance is collapsing. Guys, there are so many people right now, especially all the insiders, they're crawling around and they're actually saying that the Binance is at the verge of collapse and that the collapse of Binance is going to be what is going to cause this bad news scenario right in this vicinity, and is going to take Bitcoin lower to something like 25, 23, 22, $12,000, etc. So I wanted to make this video. I wanted to take a look at the evidence that these people are bringing to the table, saying that the Binance is in huge trouble and that they are currently or having the same, expressing the same behavior as FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried right before FTX collapsed. We're going to take a look at that evidence. It's got to do a lot of with mingling of the funds and a lot of huge mega transactions, etc. And then I'm going to offer you my feedback on whether I believe that Binance is actually collapsing or all of this is just FUD. And of course, comment down below, what do you think? What is your personal humble opinion? And guys, please, if you're brand new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're the fastest growing crypto channel out there in the whole world, one of the fastest, which is crazy. And certainly, it's all thanks to you and to your support, so please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and call me Mr. Spot on down in the comments for the algorithms and just for my overall mood to keep making these videos for you guys every single bloody day. So let's get into this. Let's quickly take a look at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is not doing much. So we have these supports, and we are still just in this pattern spreading flag kind of a thing, and it's just actually quite boring. We had this flag here, we broke to the upside, maybe we'll hopefully go and retest 31,000, but it's so slow, the volume is low, so we'll find out. Certainly, just quickly, my long trade over on Bybit still open, and my orders are still pending if we're gonna go lower to add to my long trade. And if you want to trade over on Bybit as well that doesn't have any stupid FUD about it, then use my exclusive link down in the description of this video, and you can claim up to $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses. Also, you enter into crazy giveaways, and if you deposit more than $500, you'll get my famous paid crypto course, not my full crypto trading education, but just the crypto course, which is valued at about $500. You'll get it for free, claimable in my Discord. There's also a link to my crypto signal community down in the description of this video. It's free for Bybit traders and BitGet traders as well. All the deposits that users get access to my crypto signals community for free. Again, link down in the description of this video as well. Bybit is huge, Bybit is very reliable, and I think it's the fact that it doesn't have any FUD about it like Binance makes it a more appealing choice at this time. And but if you want something that doesn't have KYC, then you can go for BitGet, because Bybit actually requires KYC. So if you want to do something that doesn't require KYC, then you need to go for BitGet. And there's also a link to BitGet down in the description of this video. You can claim up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses if you use my link to BitGet in the description of this video or in the pinned comments. Okay. Now that we've spoken about Bitcoin, let's take a look quickly at the actual Binance coin and what is happening with the Binance coin. So actually, it is expressing quite a bit of weakness, and we're still sitting on a very important support, which is about $225. This support has been tremendous for us since 2021, here, this confirmation here, and then more here. So this is actually quite strong at this point. However, we have this formation where we go to the downside, we consolidate, and then we actually keep going to the downside. So this is what is possible for Binance coin, and certainly what we're going to discuss here is something that probably a lot of people are right about. But again, watch this video from the beginning and until the end so you get the full context. Otherwise, you might miss out on the whole logic. So if this were to play out, then the target for this breakdown could be maybe retesting of the current local low of about $185. But that's about it. Now, just technically. Now, let's talk about what is happening just in the world. Binance's lead in offshore market share shrinks as rivals gain ground. And Binance's share fell to 73% from the 90% at the start of the year. And actually, this is true. I mean, obviously, how can you sustain a 90% market share if the regulators are after you and there is so much FUD and so much bullcrap and so many people using the information inappropriately and just creating more fear? So therefore, of course, it's going to be going down. But I mean, it hasn't gone down from 90% to 3%, right? So it still is the biggest in the world by far. So yeah, but it's certainly out of context. A lot of people use this as huge FUD as well, and they're saying that Binance cuts back on employee benefits, citing decline in profit, and this is bad. Binance is going under. So this is just an example before we get to the main juice of this video and the main arguments used by Binance FUDders, which might have some ground. We'll see. So we'll check it out in just a second. And certainly there's going to be some cuts in employees. We've seen also Binance laying off a lot of people. Well, for one, it's bear market, and for two, it is reducing. I mean, the business that they have is going down a bit because of everything that is happening, obviously. So they cannot keep growing like crazy when they have so much fraud from the Department of Justice, from SEC, from this, from that, from like everywhere. Like every single angle, CZ and Binance is being hit. So therefore, is this really fun? This is just a normal consequence of the current political situation surrounding Binance. So I'm not saying really in this anything surprising, quite frankly. Now, let's talk about this here. So this is the biggest point, and this is what was said also by El Capo, and this is what has happened basically to SBF and to FTX back last year. This is when FTX has rotated a lot of the wallets and the money and the tokens, and as an example here, heads up, rotating a few FTX wallets today, mostly non-circulating. We do this periodically, might be a few more coming. We have won't have any effect. So basically, and this was the moment when FTX actually came to the collapse. So this is one, a lot of the money was mingled, and then a lot of people knew that the FTX is going down, so that's why they moved a lot of the money, etc. So, and what they're saying, and then, you know, CZ back in the day, what he said, that if an exchange have to move large amounts of crypto before or after they demonstrate their wallet addresses, it is clear sign of problem. Stay away, stay safu. So, and what happens now that Binance is moving a lot of funds, and this is what a lot of people are really worried about. And as it is here in his tweet from July 19th, I was told there will be some more on-chain large transactions shortly to further spread the coins to more addresses. Nothing to be alarmed about. Yeah, and then we saw this, so like billions of dollars of BNB being moved around. And a lot of people said this is it, especially El Capo, this is the end, this is the SBF situation, CZ is another SBF, and etc, etc. But the thing is it actually the case? Well, guys, if you're a fodder, if you really hate Binance for whatever reason, I really don't want to disappoint you, but I have to disappoint you because this has been done before. So they've moved BNB before. And actually, a lot of the times before when they had to move it was when they worked with the auditors and just to prove that they have access to the account. So the thing is that this has happened many times before. And there isn't any particular proof that this is exactly the same situation as with the FTX. Again, if Binance were to really collapse in a way how a lot of people are trying to predict right now that it's the same as FTX, I can tell you that Bitcoin would probably, yes, so the people would be, the bears would be right, that Bitcoin would probably cascade down to retest current lows, maybe around $17,000 to $20,000 range in this vicinity for sure, just because of the sheer magnitude and the sheer size of Binance and how many liquidations and how many things it would drag down, and even potentially even actually create a lower low than 15K. But guys, the problem here is that there is no proof of this. So if it were to happen, we would probably be the last ones to find out. That's number one. And number two, with a lot of the analysis that my team has done of what CZ is doing and what is the health of the current Binance infrastructure and the coins besides the dumb FUD and the problem with the regulators, etc. When we see the problem with FTX, there is no such similarity, really provable, mathematic, quantitative similarity between FTX and Binance. Therefore, and this, again, this is not proof of anything just because I explained this already. This has happened so many times already. This has been moved like 3-4 times already back and forth. So this is just out of context, in my personal humble opinion. I could be wrong. So therefore, in my opinion, Binance is safe. Binance US, because of the regulators, might be shutting down, whatever. But the most important part is not Binance US. Binance US is a very small part of Binance. So entire Binance, in my opinion, is more than really safe. So I don't see it going down. And again, don't take my word for it. If you want to be trading on an alternative exchange that doesn't have any stupid FUD about it, once again, use my exclusive links down in the description of this video, either to Bybit or to BitGet. And with Bybit, you can claim up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses. With BitGet, number one, it doesn't require any KYC. Number two, you can get up to 10% cash back on your trading fees. And number three, you can get up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses. Links down in the description of this video. But when it comes to Binance itself, I don't really see any problem. Just real proven problem just as of yet. Because if there were a proven problem, quite frankly, we would see much lower prices already at this point. Right, guys, check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. And if you think you know how to trade, you will still learn a lot from this tutorial. And as always, peace and love, time scroller, stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.